What's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out a whole load of Nudestix. I have had a lot of this makeup lying around for probably way too long now, but today I decided that I want to try out something different. And so yeah, I've got pretty much a full face of Nudestix. I've literally got everything, I think, apart from like a powder, maybe. I think that's literally it. I've used a few of their products in the past, like when they first launched, I tried out their like little, whatever these are, the lip crayon things. Tried these out both on my lips and my cheeks. Also tried out a few of the ones that look like this, but eyes. I'm explaining things very well, aren't I? I've tried out their eye crayons. I've also tried out their lip crayons. I also have contacts in right now, slightly colored ones, and I'm kind of regretting it because now I'm like, can't see. I hope I'm not doing this throughout the whole video. I'm like, where am I? But yeah, as usual, I have a ton of stuff to try out. I've got like some of their newer products, like mascaras, brow products, and obviously a bunch of their little chubby sticks. No idea what kind of makeup look I'm gonna do today. Not a clue. So let's just see how we go. Let's just put it on. You still here? Thank you. Okay, let's get into the video. Okay, you know what? My hair's looking a little bit sleek today, so I'm gonna still adorn a wonderful headband, but just clip it back. Yeah. Do you know what I found out the other day? And I've never really, like, I knew of it, but I never really considered it, was that someone obviously didn't get a joke that I said in the video and was like, I don't know, they just didn't understand sarcasm, and I think they thought I was just a very serious person. I don't know how else to describe to you that I'm not really serious. So I've already used moisturizer as my primer, so now I'm gonna go into my base. So I have the Tinted Cover Foundation, but I also have this little mysterious box. It's called the Tinted Blur. So it's the stick foundation. Like I said, I've had a lot of this stuff for a while. No. I've had this stuff for a while, so what I was gonna say is that it's probably gonna be too dark for me because I got a lot of this when I was a lot more tanned. Show it back in there. Good as new. So yeah, these are probably gonna be a little bit too dark for me, but I will just lighten them up. So I have this one here in the shade Nude 3.5. So this is the Tinted Cover Foundation, which actually kind of looks okay. And then I'll do a swatch of this guy next to it. Okay, for a stick, this is very, very creamy. So there we go, those are the kind of colors there. I think I probably will have to lighten this up a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna take a touch of my Nip and Fab lightener and just lighten that up. Macro camera on, let's do this. Oh, it smells good. I need to hold my mirror like further away in my videos because sometimes I like hold it up and it stops focusing on my face. So if you see me looking like this, I know I look weird, but I'm doing it for you, okay? Be grateful. So I'm gonna slap that on my face and let's see how we go. You know what, for something that says it's a tinted cover foundation, it kind of gives the idea that it's more lightweight. It's not like super full coverage, but I would definitely say there's like a light to medium coverage foundation. I was thinking it would maybe be more of like a tinted moisturizer or something, but this actually is covering up quite a lot. Getting rid of any redness or discoloration. It's quite dewy as well, which I really appreciate. Do you like dewy or do you like matte? Let me know. One of my many questions of the video, I'm sure. So now I'm gonna try out this guy, obviously because it's a stick, it's a little bit more difficult to lighten up, so I am gonna try and use it just around like the perimeters of my face. Let's just add a bit there. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, I'm just gonna add a bit more coverage with this then. I made a point of not really putting as much foundation on this side just so I could get an idea of this. So this one, as you can probably imagine, isn't as hydrating as the actual liquid. But again, the coverage seems to be pretty decent, really. I always kind of look at products like this, and when they do focus on more like naturalish sort of products, I'm like, oh, you're gonna give me like a tinted BB cream and just, I don't know, just natural. I don't really do natural. Contacts, fake. Microblading, fake. Filler, fake. Botox, fake. Composite bonding, fake. Hair extensions, fake. Nails, fake. Which is not really on brand for me to then just suddenly be totally natural, you know? But both of these are giving me just the right amount of coverage, really. Also means I can layer up with a ton of concealer as well to make it even more just dense. Okay, happy with that so far. Think that looks really good. So I have two shades of the concealer. They're both in this little stick form. It's called the Concealer Pencil. I've got light 3 and then light 1. I feel like light 1 will probably be better. So that's that one there. Might be a touch too dark for like my under eyes and stuff, but I'm gonna try it just to cover up a couple of spots or whatever. I will say, I'm not a pencil or like stick or cream person at all, as you guys know. But these and a lot of the products that I've tried from Nudestix before, they're really, really creamy. So I'm literally just drawing this under my eyes right now. So now to blend. Okay, yeah. So I don't know if you guys are necessarily gonna be able to pick up on the macro, but it does just look, I don't know. I feel like once I powder this down, it will look a little bit cakey almost. That's my one concern with concealers like this. On the face, they're absolutely fine, but on the under eyes, I just find it looks a little bit too much. I need something that's really liquidy or really hydrating. Like I bet on my forehead and stuff, it'll just blend out absolutely fine. Or not, I'm wrong. Maybe you can see it a little bit there. It's really not like super cakey, so I don't even know if the camera will necessarily be able to pick it up, like even on the macro. But it does just make my skin look a bit more textured, and my skin's pretty good, even after piling Amazon makeup on it and having half of it almost burnt off. Like my skin actually, it can take a beating. And yeah, apart from a little bit on my chin, I don't really get any texture anywhere, but this is kind of just emphasizing my non-existent texture anyway. Like I just feel like that bit there, when I get some powder on it, I just feel like it's just gonna look a bit off. Yeah, I prefer the foundation stick as a concealer. I feel like it's a lot more blendable. Still though, I'm quite happy with this. I feel like it's looking okay. So now, because I never use creams or sticks or anything, I don't know whether I should powder down first or use this and then powder down. I might just powder down the majority of my face and just kind of keep my cheek area a little bit more not powdered down. For someone that essentially just talks for a living and talks excessively every day, I'm not very good at it. So I'm gonna take some of my Laura Mercier because I don't have a Nudestix powder and just set my under eyes a bit first. How's that looking? Yeah, knew it. Got a brain in there somewhere underneath the unicorn headband. It's definitely way better than a lot of other kind of like crayon-y sort of concealers that I've used, but it's still doing that little textury kind of thing that I'm not into. Might sort itself out after it's been on my face for 20 minutes or so, but look at that one. This is why I don't use stick products, because they don't like me. It's just a bit rude really, isn't it? I'm attempting to press a bit of powder on there instead to see how that works. I feel like it works a little bit better if I just press a tiny amount of powder on there, but not loving the way it looks. The foundation seems to be powdering down quite nicely though. It's just the concealer stick, just not feeling it. Or is it? I don't know actually. It's like anywhere that I put the concealer, it's just not a fan. Yeah, I think what I might do is just keep my general base makeup on with the concealer and everything, but for my under eyes, I think I'm gonna take that off and just put like Bye Bye Under Eye or something underneath, because I wanna give this look a bit of a fighting chance. Like if my concealer looks a bit off and then I end up putting like eye crayons and stuff underneath, I want it to like actually work. I just think the concealer's not for me. So yeah, I'm sorry Nudestix, but I'm sacking that off. Well, this looks good. Okay, that's a bit better. However, every time I go and look at my face again, it's like the foundation's kind of breaking apart a little bit on my face. I'm like trying to fix it a little bit by blending it out, but I don't want to keep doing it because it doesn't really seem to be making it any better. Oh, I spoke too soon, didn't I? Like, look at this. Little bit there, little bit there. Damn. Like on my forehead here. I don't think I like any of those products really. I think maybe this is the better out of the three things that I've tried so far, but yeah. So now I'm gonna go in with this guy here. It's called the NUDIES All Over Face Color in the shade Bondi Bay. I've heard a lot of good things about these nudie sticks. Very pigmented and looks more of like a gel sort of formula than a cream. So like I said, I haven't really powdered down at all on my cheeks. So I'm just going to blend that out with a sponge. Ooh, yes, nice. Very blendable. Not like an actual like cream stick or anything. It is just like a gel and just sort of blends out really, really nicely. Like that's actually made my skin look a lot better. So it goes on like really, really pigmented, and then you can just blend it out. So you just smack it a couple of times and then it sorts itself out. Yep, see why people rave about that actually, because that is really, really nice. And I do honestly think it's actually making my foundation look a whole lot better. I'd put it all over my face if it didn't, if it wasn't this color. It looks quite warm and a little bit scary when you first put it on, but then when you blend it out, it actually looks really, really natural. This is the kind of thing that, I mean, I'd wear it with whatever sort of makeup, but especially if, I was on holiday or out and about, just with minimal makeup on, maybe a tiny little bit of concealer and just put some of that on to warm my face up. Yeah, big fan of that. They also, by the way, have these little brushes, which I probably should use a second ago. This little brush, don't know why I find that so cute, little stubby brush thing. I just really like it. So now I'm gonna go in with the same kind of product, only this one is a blush stick and it is in the shade in the nude. So I'm gonna pop that right on the tops of my cheeks here. This formula is so much better than like the concealers and stuff. And then I'm gonna try out the brush. My little stubby friend. I was worried it was gonna, like this brush was gonna take off the foundation, but it's not actually if you just use little tapping motions. I do think I prefer my sponge though, but you know, it's good to have a little brush in there if you're traveling or if you do just like the brush. It's like the outside of my face where I've put all those colors are actually looking pretty damn good and almost flawless, I would say. But the inside of my face is a mess. My whole face is a mess. My whole entire being is a mess. However, at least my cheeks look good. Always gotta look on the bright side, right guys? So now I have 2 of the highlighting sticks. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use. I have Hey Honey, which looks, where? The lid on the floor. So that one looks like this. Okay, might be a bit too dark for me. And then I also have Bubbly Baby. Oh, it's just so pretty. There we go. You can barely see anything right there, but I'm telling you now, that looks quite nice. Hit the high point to my face with that. This one doesn't seem as gel-like. I'm gonna try and warm it up with my fingers. Like that one felt a little bit more draggy on my skin. Trying to like differentiate the shininess of my face from highlighter and then just the shininess of my face full stop. It's definitely making some kind of difference. It looks so wet looking. On camera, this definitely looks a bit too kind of like oily just with my entire face in general, but in person, it actually just looks really kind of glowy. I feel like maybe the other one, I kind of want to try the other one. It might be too dark for me, but I'm just curious to how it'll look because they're quite sheer. Just keep like wiggling my head around right now to see what's going on. Yeah, I mean, they're so sheer that the colors don't really look too different. I do think I prefer the first one that I tried. And hopefully you guys can maybe see on the macro how it kind of looks on the skin. It does look really, really nice. Not my usual kind of highlighter, obviously. I like to basically offend people with my cheekbones, but really, really pretty products. Like if that's what you're after, if you want something a bit more sheer, a little more glowy or wet looking or whatever, that is actually really, really nice. Let's now do brows. So for my brows, I have this here, which is called the Eyebrow Stylus in the color brown. I really like the Nudestix products come in these little tins. And they've even usually got like, I don't want to blind you, but they've got like little mirrors. Let's see if I can show you. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Don't you look nice? You look great today. Okay, so this is what the product looks like. And we have a angled brush on one side, not angled brush, angled nib. And then we have a brow gel as well. Okay, let's see what you got. It's a really, really nice little brush. I feel like more brow gels need to have brushes like this because it just gets in there. I wish I could do my makeup without getting loads of just foundation everywhere, like in my eyebrows, in my hair, in my arse. So I'm just gonna wait to see what that brow gel can kind of do for me. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be using the pencil. So that's the color there. It's quite scratchy. I mean, I don't mind it because I feel like it'll give me really precise hair strokes. The feeling of using the pointed end on my brows right now just kind of reminds me of getting my brows microbladed. Like not painful, but you can definitely feel it. Nice effect though. I've like initiated shrimp mode again. I'm just like slowly, my posture is getting worse and worse. Like this is my posture when I do my makeup and I wonder why my back hurts all the time. Yeah, I mean, this is okay. There's nothing I'm like wowed about by this. Like I'm happy enough with my brows. I'm just like, I don't know, there doesn't seem to be anything really special about this so far. Might change my mind, might just suddenly change my life all of a sudden. And I mean, Nudestix isn't the most affordable thing in the world, so I guess you kind of want more than all right if you're paying that kind of money. I don't know, it's just like a lot of other brow pencils really. Sass. So now for my eyes, I have a bunch of different colors. Some of these are also lip colors, but I've got this box set here, which is the Soft and Smoky palette. I also have the Creators palette, and the Sun and Sea kit. I also have this color as well though, which I really like the look of. It's called Queen Olive. So I might give that one a go. I don't wanna use all of them because I'm sure some of them will end up in a giveaway. So I wanna make my choices wisely here. Let's see. Oh, that's so good. I think I've tried out a matte brown one of these, maybe. I feel like I have. And then I've also tried out like a shimmery bronze color. And I didn't do anything too crazy, but like this one, they're so creamy and pigmented, you can probably see. I think I might have to use that. But yeah, I'm gonna use the Magnetic Matte Eye color in the shade Taupe first. So that's what this looks like. And maybe I can get you a nice little swatch here. Where do I have space? Let's just do a bit here. Like you can see, they're really, really creamy and pigmented. So I'm just gonna run that through my crease. I never, ever use eye crayons. I hate the feeling of like pencils and stuff on my eyes. Ollie, can we edit a pencil on my eye, please? I'm just gonna blend that out with a fluffy brush. And you can see they blend out so easily. So I do really like the products. It's just the faff, and I'm just used to powder eyeshadows. Like, do you guys use, here's another question. Do you guys use powder eyeshadows? Do you use cream eyeshadows? Do you not care? Because for me, I'm just taking it on a brush now. I always just sort of gravitate towards powder eyeshadows more. Yeah, that's blended out so nicely. Just blending in a bit more just to deepen it up. I'm also gonna go on my lower lash line as well. Out of all of the like eye pencils, eye crayons, anything like that I've tried, I would say that the Nudestix ones are probably some of the best ones, to be honest. Just because they blend out so easy. They, like, once they're dry, but they don't dry down too quick, so you do have time to blend them out. So yeah, I'm not obviously getting on with like the foundation and stuff, but the actual, like the original Nudestix pencils are really good. So now I'm gonna go in with this olive color, which I am just so excited to just slather all over my eyeballs. So I'm just gonna run that all over my lid. Oh, it just feels so wrong just drawing on my eyelid. I don't know why. You're also talking to a girl that just put her makeup on with a chicken nugget in a recent video, but for some reason this feels weird. I've actually got like I guess a bit of a phobia of eyes and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, just putting pencil things on my eyelids just doesn't feel right. So I'm not gonna blend this one out as much. I'm just gonna kind of pat it. So a lot of the shimmer has gone, but I'm gonna take a bit more now that I've got a base and build it back up. Okay. See, I like that. I think that looks great. You know, it's nothing major, but it was easy and it just looks good. So then, bit of a late entry here, but I'm gonna go in, once I've ripped his little plastic jacket off. I'm gonna go in with the shade Chocolate because I feel like it'll be a bit deeper than the taupe shade. Ooh, it's not too cool toned either. This is what I need. And I'm gonna focus that on the outer corner. And then again, just blend that out in tiny little wiggly motions. And then for highlight, I'm gonna take this shade here called Twilight. No, I'm not, because that looks a lot different. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna take Nudity. Still a little darker than I would like, but rolling with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna wiggle that on my inner corner. I probably won't do much blending with this at all. And shove some on my brow bone as well. God, that is a lot darker than I would like. I just want like an insanely bright highlighter. That's all I really want. Like, You know what the good thing is I actually know of an insanely bright highlighter. Milk and Cookies. Have you heard of it? Use code Steph Toms, 20% off. Okay, I'm gonna take a bit of milk because I can't do this without some highlighter. And like, that is just what I need. That was all I needed. And on the brow bone. I want to just put this all over my face because right now the highlighter just ain't cutting it, but I won't. So just let me have this little brow bone moment, okay? Thanks for your support, I appreciate it. Okay, the thing is, I really like these sticks, but I like them more so as like, just putting bronzer in your crease and then using one of these sticks on top just to add like a little shine or something. I definitely think my eyeshadow would have looked a lot better if I was just using a palette with these kind of colors. It's just not quite it. If you personally prefer cream products and stick eyeshadows and stuff, then you will love these. I'm telling you now, you will love these, but I'm stuck in my ways with powder eyeshadows and like, I'm happy with how it looks, but I do think I probably would have been happier if I was just using like a standard palette. So now I have this. This came out many years ago, and a lot of brands have done a similar kind of thing. How am I gonna show you this? It's a wheel eyeliner. Like, how do I actually show you? That tiny little thing there, that's a wheel, and I'm literally gonna dee. Okay, well that wasn't very good, was it? Shake it. Let's try this. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, it's a wheel eyeliner. I mean, to be fair, it's making really straight lines, but it's still weird to me, but I'm still gonna try it. So I'm gonna become a shrimp, and hopefully I don't screw this up. That is so weird. It works though. Excuse me. Little flick. I don't even want to do one, but I'm curious. This is so good for straight lines. Gimmicky as hell, sure, and you can't really do anything but straight lines. It's like hard to do any kind of curve, But if you struggle with doing straight lines, then this is actually kind of doing it for me. It does only really do straight lines though. So because of my eye shape, I like to kind of curve my wing liner in a bit. So I'm having to do like loads of little teeny tiny motions. But the actual wing, good for a wing. The wheel doesn't really pick up much product though, so I keep having to go back in. Oh God, my wing's getting bigger and bigger. It's hard to like connect the two together because I personally could have done that better with just like a felt liner. Like it's difficult to show you guys on camera. I'm just gonna bring you over to the macro. You see how the line at like right at the tip of my wing, it just doesn't really connect properly. I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. So it does the initial flick, but I'm sure you don't really want to go spending money just so you can do that one little line and then kind of connect the rest of it, because it doesn't really go over my eyelids. I think if you have the kind of eye shape where you can just go like boop, boop, and it looks perfect on you, then this might work. But like going around my lash line, it wasn't bad, but I had to go over it a few times. It's still not perfect if I show you there. And like the liner formula itself isn't that great either, but I'm also kind of impressed with it because of how straight that line was. I do just kind of prefer just like a little felt tip. What do you guys think? Like, have you tried these? Do you think this is a gimmick? Do you think you would actually get on with this, like a little wheel? I like the idea. I love how weird it is. But yeah, it says in the tube, easy eyeliner ink. I think in some ways it is easy because it gives you straight lines. In some ways it's bloody difficult. I don't know. You guys must love watching my videos because sometimes I just review things and I go, I don't know. It's like, it's not that helpful. So now I'm gonna move on to mascara. So this is called the mascara. Who would have thought? So it just looks like this. It says it is a lash lengthening mascara and it has a pretty standard wand, but it looks like it's holding a lot of product. So I'm gonna wiggle that through my lashes. It's grabbing my lashes quite nicely, which is always a good sign. Like when it kind of like gets knotted up in my lashes, I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna give me volume, you're gonna coat my lashes. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. There we go. I feel like I've been like so negative for the past like 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, this is actually quite a nice mascara. It's separating my lashes really, really nicely and just not making them look too much. I do personally like really, really clumpy lashes and stuff, but I do know not everyone does. But yeah, this is a nice mascara. So now I'm gonna use one of their matte lip pencil things, which like I said, I have tried out before. I have so many colors. Got like a really dark brown called Joyce. Aw, I just remembered. There was an old lady that lived down the road from my granddad called Joyce. I think she might even still be there actually. And I used to go in her cupboard and I used to play with her Connects and her marble run. I love marble runs. I really kind of want like a huge one because I've always liked marble runs. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm aware I talk a lot of shit a lot of the time. I really like marble runs. So yeah, I have a couple of colors here that I am interested in. I might mix Pixie and Sonoran here. I know, I'm sorry, I'm doing a nude, but the only other color I have is red. And I don't think that would work with this. So this is the color Pixie. Ooh, like they're so pigmented, I can't even tell you. Well, I can. I'm telling you, they're pigmented. There's this one, which is called Sonoran. Okay, no, that one's me all over. So let me just decrust, blot them down a little bit, and yeah, just fill in my lips. So you can use these obviously as a lipstick like I am. You can sheer them out. I'm pretty sure you can use these ones as a blush. It says magnetic matte lip color, but I mean, I've got this intense matte lip and cheek pencil. What's the difference? I'm also kind of looking at that darker brown color that I had. This one called Joyce. And yeah, I'm just gonna do a little ombre situation. Yeah, boy, that color is sick. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. So I'm of course gonna do my thing, go off camera, do the other eye, and I might pat it down my face a tiny little bit more. Might even add some fake freckles. I'm just gonna fiddle around a little bit with my face, not with anything else. And then, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna come back and show you the finished look and yeah, and now my chin's twitching. Be right back. All right guys, so this is the finished look. It's not my favorite thing in the world. It's just mostly the skin. The line is a little bit off as well. Like it's difficult to fill everything in with that little wheel. I like the general look of things. I just think all the products together just aren't it. I mean, if I had to go out right now, I would want to redo a lot of my makeup. Like I would take off all my base makeup, probably redo my eyebrows a little bit, fill in my liner a bit more. So like if I'm sitting here and saying that I would prefer to take it off, that's, you know, not the greatest review. But there are some products that are really, really good. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna wear this for a while. Like I said, I'm not really going anywhere. It's currently 20 to 12 in the morning. I might pop out to the shop. I need some milk, because my milk's like 5 days out of date. Still doesn't smell though. Like I've still been using it, but I'm like, okay, I should probably buy some more milk. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna wear this for the longest time. I just wanna see how it kind of wears after a few hours. A few things that I will note, just so we can kind of check in again in a bit. The cakiness has actually died down a little bit on my skin, I think because of like the oils in my skin and stuff, but it is still looking a little bit dodgy here. That spot hasn't really been covered up. Everything on my face in terms of like the stick products and stuff, they're all blended. There's just something off about it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna go about my day and then I will check back with you guys in a few hours and we'll see how it wears. Hello, so it is later, quite a bit later actually, didn't even really realize the time. It is 8:30 in the evening, so I've had this on for, kind of forgot what time I actually started really. Over 8 hours, 8 or 9 hours, somewhere in between then. So, this makeup, the eyeshadow looks the same, the brows look pretty much the same, and the lipstick, I've eaten, I've had my coffee, and only the center is really worn off. The foundation, however, kind of doing what I thought it would do. It looks a lot more oily now. Like, I set it down twice, set it down during the video, and then at the end when I did my little like, be right back, doing the other eye, whatever I call that thing. So yeah, I set it down twice. I used more powder than I would normally, and it just looks kind of oily on me. On person, granted, it doesn't look as oily. Things always look worse when you have like 2 huge lights in front of your face. But even if I kind of ignore how oily it's looking, it's kind of rubbed off on my chin, like my spots are starting to poke out. It's just kind of rubbed off in loads of different areas, like on my forehead a little bit, around my nose. I will say that for the first time probably ever, there's no creasing around my smile line, so there's that. I like the eyeshadow, the liner stayed on fine, the mascara stayed on generally okay, apart from this little like transferring here. That's the word I was looking for, transferring, not just like whatever I said a second ago. So yeah, not the best in terms of longevity. I still really like some of the products though, like these stick things I really liked, the lip products, and also like this is a lip product, but also like the eyeshadow versions of these. The brow product was okay, just like I don't really necessarily think it's worth the money. Mascara was good, although I am questioning this transferring a little bit. But yeah, for me, on this occasion, like I'll try them out again at some point, so maybe my opinion on them will change, but the foundations and the concealer, I mean, I like the brow product, I just don't think it's worth the money, but everything else is good. I'm just looking around at my messy desk like, what's happened? Where am I? So yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think of this makeup look, but before it got a little bit like patchy and stuff, so let me know what you thought. Let me know the usual, like if you've tried anything out from Nudestix, or if there's anything you think I should try out from Nudestix that maybe I missed out on. Let me know what you're having for dinner. Like that's the most important question actually, what are you having for dinner? And on that note, yeah, I'm probably gonna go have mine now. Probably gonna find some super noodles or something nutritional. Like, subscribe, do all that shit if you want to do it. If not, cool, like, I still like you anyway. I'm gonna say all the damn time, just out of context, because I know some of you miss it. Like, sometimes I'll just sprinkle it in and just, at the end of the video, just say all the damn time. But yeah, I upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, if you care. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. And now, all I can think about is super noodles. I think I've got some bacon ones in the cupboard, actually. Right? I know what I'm about to do. See you later!